Approach does this guy come into today's game with saying, last week is over, I'm going to remain aggressive, I'm going to put my team on my back and go out there and do whatever I have to do to get a win.
Now, faking the give, forced out wide. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you've got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Result is a first down.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he skips away nicely from that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. From the 29, here's second and 5. They'll stick with him again. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down, so we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. From a little further back, here's second and goal. They'll go with him again. And this is a slight improvement over the previous. They're going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's third down.
This defense is doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face third and goal.
Throwing here on third and goal. This one caught
boys.
past the pylon. Has a touchdown. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
His kick is good.
A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time and taking the snaps. Quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
In last week's game, the opponent just really neutralized him and, frankly, this entire passing game. Nobody was open. When they were, he missed some throws. Offensive line had some protection issues. It just overall was a poor performance. So they understand if they're going to come into today's game and have some success, they've got to find a way to get some explosive production and some efficiency out of this passing game.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams when they have a guy like this. I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll be forced out of bounds. A very short gain. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
Here we go.
The tight end motioning left here. Here's our first carry for their running back. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Back at his own 49.
He chooses to keep it on the zone read.
Mike, I traditionally like zone read on third down, but it's typically 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. I think at this distance, you're asking a lot out of your quarterback. And in this case, the defense does a nice job rallying, and they're able to force a 4th down.
And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
At the 37-yard line.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be close to another first down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on 2nd down. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down.
One of the tight ends motions right. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Ready. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Harrison Beavis.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
19 yards.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A gain there of 21. That's enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. the 21. Here's 2nd and 6. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
At the 8-yard line.
Sometimes it's just the obvious decision that's the correct one. I mean, the offensive line and their ability to win at the point of attack, all you need is one guy to displace the defender and just move him, and that's exactly where the play is designed to go. So you earn the trust to keep the ball on the ground in these gotta-have-it moments, and they come through.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll run. And he will get into the end zone for the touchdown. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. It is 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw.
At the 31-yard line.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 3rd and 6.
Incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And he's not the type of quarterback that wants to play off script. He wants to operate within the rhythm and the timing of the offense. But with them flooding the back end, he ultimately has no choice but just take what he can on the ground. And now they find themselves staring at 4th down.
The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. He's got a rushing touchdown in the game already as you check out where he ranked in rushing touchdowns coming into this weekend. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll check this down to the running back. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
6-yard line.
18, 65, 60,
They'll look to throw again. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down. Forced to his right. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the visitors will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Now return coming from the 7. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is the Steelers quarterback, one of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. The Steelers lead it 14-0 at halftime. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Hey,
No
check
gain
that,
on the
check
play.
that.
2nd and 10. At the 26-yard
Go!
line.
So second down, and they'll run it. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
1st down and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? Here we go. Go!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that'll move the sticks. 1st down. Up to the 40.
That's good.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
A gain of 5. Result.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
8 yards on
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. And that will be a first down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's second and inches at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
On second down, they run the counter. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Quick throw, out wide, it's caught, and he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down, and they'll try to convert it on third down. Quickly to the outside and complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's a run going left. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackled at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
He takes off.
The quarterback, Ricky Brown. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? That one incomplete. Humphrey outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
A tight end in motion now. There's a handoff out of the gun. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore.
48-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. Looks like one of the Ravens was able to fall on it. Yes, indeed they did. So Baltimore will keep possession.
Second and 19 at the 42-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. He sets up third down.
Brings up third down.
That is brought in at the 10. And he will score. his second TD catch of the season. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Ravens are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Moving outside the pocket. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a first down.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. Results in a first
Now a run on first down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
9-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
And 9.
Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's not going to get there. Wallop right at the line of scrimmage. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. So, they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. 2nd and 11.